Welcome back, everybody, to the Red Pelling series. My name is once again Talent. So the first shot we're going to go over is the chop. The chop is probably the most basic shot you can throw regardless of what weapon you have, so long as your weapon is swung. And it's going to be probably the most common one we use in most of our fights. Whether it be red sword against red sword or red sword against sword and board, things of that nature. Chops are generally used as feelers. So as we extend out to our opponent, try to, see what they're going to respond with. Also, it's going to be our most common shield breaking shot as well, for anyone looking to learn strong shield breaking structure. So we're going to get into our set position here. Arms in front of us, sword slightly towards our opponent. And it's just going to come straight down. What's super important is that you turn your hips into this shot. So you should be at a distance where if you just extend your arms, you're going to barely clip your target. Whereas if I turn my hips, good solid shot. Also, when I normally throw this shot at the Pell, I want to be aiming for kind of the front of the Pell here. What we want to avoid is hitting the Pell in the head, obviously. So we don't hit our opponents in the head, duh. But I'm aiming for either the forward shoulders here as I throw a vertical chop. So vertical chop, just kind of going to be turn hips, boom, straight down, come back to guard. Same thing on the other side. Remember, we always come back to our set position. So even if you want to throw a shot to the other side, you do not start here and then throw the shot. You fluidly transition over, boom, come back to guard. For the horizontal chop, same thing. All I'm going to do is as I turn my hips, as I rotate the sword out this way, I turn my hips, throw a shot, come back to guard. Same thing the other side. Boom. The third variation is kind of like an in-between. It's just going to be like at a 45-degree angle. So instead of throwing directly down, I tilt my sword, 45-degree angle, throw that shot. So the mechanic of this shot, very, very simple. I will be pulling with the bottom hand, and I will be pushing with the top hand. So those two motions come together to give us this kind of shot as I turn my hips. So once again, pulling this way, pushing this way, with the hip turn combined together, gives us a shot. A kind of sort of variation to these chops is to, instead of pulling, like I said earlier, with our bottom hand, we're actually going to push with both hands. So pushing kind of our thumb out here as opposed to just coming straight down. Pushing out with our thumb here. This will give us more reach in the shot. The shot's not nearly as powerful. You're probably not going to be breaking shields with this shot. However, every now and again, you're just like, oh, I need a little bit more reach to get my opponent. Push out. Push out. Whether it be to the other side as well. Push out. Push out. Just remember to come back to guard. Come back to guard. Come back to guard. Come back to guard. That's kind of our basic chops. Really simple shot, really easy to use. Not a whole lot of explaining needed to be done there. But remember, do your time, do your reps, get used to throwing these shots. More videos to come. Thank you for watching. Talent out.